Hi, everybody. It's me, Dee Dee. How are you doing? How's everyone? I'm just sitting here hanging out with my kitty cat, watching the other kitty cats to see what they're up to. What you want, Nene? Just wondering how everybody's doing. Thought I'd come on and chat for a few minutes or longer if it goes that long. Tell you about my day and what's happening in my life. Thank you for the one thumb up. Thank you very much for liking my videos and sharing my videos, spreading them to all your friends, whoever you think would benefit. I'm talking all cutesy because I'm petting this guy right here. This Bobo man, I'm petting him. Yeah, he's a good boy, huh, Bowie? Yeah, you want to say hi? Show your pretty face, Bobo man. I don't know if they can see you. You're such a shadow in the dark. Ay, 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 because you're so gray. Anywho, so my day was interesting today. Hey, Kimberly Mack, how are you? What's new, Kim? What have you been up to? What's been happening in your life? So I woke up this morning, went to my ultrasound, got treated like garbage as usual at this dumb hospital. So without getting too graphic, I was expecting an external ultrasound, and they thought they were going to do an internal one, which, as I said before in my other live stream, I was not having because internal ones are very painful and uncomfortable, and I found out why today for sure. I remember back when I was pregnant with one of my daughters. I think was it Randy? No, it was Anna, my second daughter. And I remember having that type of an ultrasound done when they first developed that type of internal ultrasound machine. And it didn't bother me. It was not a big deal. Um, it was done by a male doctor. He was very gentle. It was not a big thing. But I've had them done by women doctors, and it is like a torture device in the hands of a woman. I am not kidding you. At least my experience, and I'm only talking about my experience. So I already told them I'm not doing the internal one. You can do an external pelvic exam. That's fine with the ultrasound machine on my belly, basically. And so that was understood before I even got there by several of the doctors and doctor staff that I talked to. You're not doing it internal, you're doing it external, right? Yes, right. We know you don't want the internal. That's fine, we respect it. So I get a text on my phone, I kid you not. It says, welcome, we're happy to have you coming, and oh, that's all right, Kimberly, thank you. Hi, sweet, welcome. They're like, we're happy to have you coming and we can't wait to see you. So on the bottom of it, it says, drink 24 ounces of water a half hour before your exam. Do not use the bathroom. Come with a full bladder. That's so they can see the picture better of the internal organs. Okay, I get that. So I did. In fact, I drank and then I had to go to the bathroom and then I drank again. And it was like, okay, I got a full bladder now. I'm ready to roll. So I got there. And the secretary was phenomenal. She's obviously in training to be a secretary because the other lady was sitting right next to her, kind of guiding her. You can kind of tell, Super lady, super, super nice lady. So that part was great. She said, okay, honey, go upstairs. Go down the hall to the right. That's where the room is. Okay. So I go upstairs. I go down the hall. That secretary was super nice. No problem. Somebody will be with you in a minute. Just have a seat. Had a seat. Matthew came with me. So the lady comes out and she says, oh, sir, you can wait right here. I'll bring her right back out to you, okay? Now, I brought my husband for a reason. I don't just randomly bring my husband to female exam appointments. He was my moral support. He was going to hold my hand. I don't like doctors. They scare me. They make me nervous. They give me panic attacks. I don't like medical people at all. I don't like sitting there and letting people poke at me. It makes me uneasy. It makes me feel out of control. So she makes him stay out, and I go in, and she says, okay, go on and take your clothes off from your bottoms down and come out here, and I'll give you like a drape. okay. I'm like, wait a minute, what? What do you need to have me do that for if you're doing an external exam? Oh no, this is an inner exam. No, you're not doing an inner exam on me. What do you people not get? Three people, 3 times I told you I'm not doing an internal. Oh well, then we can't really see anything. We can't see your ovaries. We can't see this. We can't. I said, okay, well, I'm not doing an internal exam. They told me they can see everything with a pelvic exam. She's like, okay, lay down on the table. I don't know what I'll get to see, but I'll give it my best shot. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I am being treated like this by this rude lady. So, of course, at that point, I was ticked off, and I'm laying there, and she's jamming this thing into my stomach and twisting it around, pressing every nerve in my abdomen she possibly could. I was already irritated, which didn't make things any better because it was hard to relax. I tried to just zone out, go to your happy place. Yeah, there was no happy place at that point. I wanted to clobber somebody. Anyway, so finally I'm done with the exam. She's like, okay, you're all done. All right, so I get up and she's like, oh, don't you want to use the restroom or anything? I'm like, no, I'm good. She's like, you sure? Yeah, I'm fine. Why would I need to use the restroom? I just want to get the heck out of there, away from that lady. So I leave, and I was fuming. I was absolutely furious. And I told Matthew, I said, I want to go and report this lady. She was not kind. She was not understanding. She was rude and abrupt to me and was not gentle. So, they're going to hear about it. Anyway, so I went to the front desk and I said, where can I lodge a complaint about your hospital? And this was the new lady still there. She was, oh, honey, I'm sorry you had a bad experience. Hi, Elby. I said, well, it wasn't bad. All of you people at this hospital are awful. I have never had a good experience here in years. I don't know why you guys have the attitudes you have, not you, but these other people, your nurses, your doctors, your staff in general. But I don't deserve to be treated like that, and I don't appreciate it. She said, oh, I'm so sorry. You could tell she was new because the ick of the hospital has not seeped into her bloodstream yet, so she can become one of the evil clones that work at this hospital. Anyway, she was super sweet to me, super nice. She's like, I'll get you the number for the advocate line, and you can go and talk to them. And okay, thank you so much. Okay, so she's like, I'm so sorry again that you had such a bad experience. I said, it's not the first. It probably won't be the last, except it might be because I might not come here anymore. She said, okay, I'm sorry. Have a nice day. So I left. I came home. I called. I got the advocate on the line the first thing, and I poured my heart out. She said, oh, you should have never been treated like that. And that is just wrong. I said, yeah, especially when I tell people 3 different times that those other exams cause me pain. I will not submit myself to those again. She goes, you're absolutely right. And they shouldn't have thought that you needed that. I said that you guys need to communicate. Y'all need to talk to one another and say, hey, this patient here, no internal exam. It's as simple as that. Write it on my chart. That's the other thing. Hospitals and doctors need to get their stuff together. How many times are they going to ask you the same stinking questions over and over and over again when they have them right in front of them? Oh, well, it's all right here. Then why are you asking me? If you know what my allergies are, because they're on a screen in front of you, and I've told you, first of all, I told the first person that came in, the secretary. Now you're asking me again? Now, I get it. To a certain extent, they have to verify information. I know that. But come on, it really is not necessary to verify that much information over and over again. And then the doctor has to come in and ask you the same thing? No, I'm sorry. Nobody's going to get me to buy. I don't care if you are a nurse. So don't come to me and, oh, I'm a nurse. And that's what. No, I don't care. I don't want to hear it. I know that hospitals and doctor places can run fine without being redundant all the time, without being cruel to their patients, without being cold, without not listening to what we want as a patient. There's something called patient's rights. And that is one of my rights, is to be treated with respect and dignity and to have a right to the choice of my own medical care. They say you have that, but then when you try to tell them, look, you're not going to do this on me, they sit there and try to badger you into it. No, my no means no. And that's how it is, final, just how it is. All right, so after all that, that's fine. I found out one of the people I work with happens to know my daughter, which was pretty cool. Not only know my daughter, but she knew my daughter when she was very young, pushing one of my babies down the street. She happened to live right near me at the time. I had no clue. I knew I liked the lady a lot. She's the one that training me for the job, but I didn't know that she knew us. But yeah, she did. She told me that my ex-husband was awful, that her husband and my husband used to get in fights all the time because he'd drive down the street not watching where he was going and almost ran over some kids, probably hers. And yeah, she's like, but I was just watching you yesterday when I was training you going, I know you from somewhere, but I can't figure it out. And it was driving me crazy. And so now we're both happy because we kind of know each other indirectly from years ago and had no clue. Small world, very small world. So that was pretty cool. What else happened today? Let's see. I went to the store, picked up some medicine. Oh, I went to Target today, and they have some super good things on clearance. Really nice shirts, blouses, pants. Oh, I saw these blue and white striped pants. I would totally wear those. So next time, if I get a good amount of money saved up or whatever, I'm going to go, if those clothes are all still there, and go get me some more nice clothes for work. So that's my plan on that. As far as dieting, yeah, there is none. I'm pretty much eating what I want when I want, but within reasonable portions. Like I'm not logging my calories anymore. I'm back to not doing that, not logging carbs, not tracking anything. But I have figured out that if I want the best optimal results as far as health goes and work goes, to not eat a lot of fibrous things when I have to go to work, because it's just not a good place to have intestinal upsets and stuff. So I am kind of gauging that. But like today, I was free. I just kind of ate macaroni and cheese out of a box. I never do that. But I was craving macaroni and cheese, so I had about 2 cups of macaroni and cheese. I was good after that. I had about a handful of grapes, fluffernutter sandwich, a cheese sandwich, and I'm good for the rest of the day. Today was not a veggie day. I wasn't feeling veggies, so I didn't have any veggies. Tomorrow I'll try to get some veggies in. Oh, I did have some arugula in my smoothie. I did have a smoothie too. It was a banana pineapple smoothie. It was okay. I put some smoothie protein powder in it, kind of give it a little bit of a jolt of some healthy stuff. That was pretty good. Anyway, so that's pretty much it. Fed the kitty cats, and I moved around the hallway a little bit, moved some stuff out of there, going to cart it out to the shed. Like I told y'all, we're eventually going to literally have every room totally cleaned out and neat and minimalized and comfortable for living freely without a bunch of junk that I don't even use, because all that stuff's going to get carted out. It's buffering? Uh-oh, that's not good. Is everybody else seeing buffering too? Anybody that wants to tell me? It's not buffering on my end. I don't know what's happening on your end. Anybody else buffering? Buffering? Nobody? Yes, no, maybe so. Bobo, what you doing, buddy? No, nobody else. Nobody wants to say. Oh, I talked to Amber today. I talked to a friend today. I did do that. So that is something that happened, that I experienced. When I was at the store today at Target, I was looking at eyelashes. These thingies. Eyelashes. Yeah, those are eyelashes. And these little suckers, they're not that expensive, but the ones at the store did not have the magnetic strip on them. They had 5 magnets on them. No, I'm not clogging anymore. In fact, I pulled the caps off my shoes because I'm wearing them for work now. Nope, clogging is done. It came, it went. Like so many things that fly in the night. Nah, no more clogging for me. Oh, what I did find out, this I didn't tell you, from the little sonogram I had. So they did find results. I have something called a complex cyst on my ovary. It's different than a simple cyst. A simple cyst is no big deal. Complex could cause problems. So I need to talk to my doctor tomorrow about it and see what she is recommending, if anything. Maybe we're just going to watch it. Maybe they want to do surgery. I don't really know. But that is what's been causing me the pain. And that is also why I have such pain with those internal exams. Because when they're jamming around near everything inside, it's hitting those nerves around that cyst. Yeah, so that's why. That's what that's about. So, yeah. Pray for my mom. She may be mad at me, but she'll have to deal with it. Her cancer came back and they are doing radiation. So that was sad news, very sad news. Yeah, it's hard when it hits home like that and hits your family like that. That's just too close for comfort. I mean, not that it should hit anybody. You shouldn't want anybody to be sick like that, but it's my mom, so, you know, makes me sad, very sad. My other mom, my foster mom, gets shots in her eyes because she has diabetes that it was out of control for years, and she had blood clots in her eye blood vessels, like 80 different blood clots or something, and almost lost her vision entirely. She can't see very well anyways. So y'all, if you are eating a lot of sugar, I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, seriously, stop. Find other things to eat. If you can do Splenda, do Splenda. You can do aspartame, do aspartame. I don't advise any of those, but that's a whole lot better than sugar. I'm not saying don't have a treat once in a while, because Matthew and I, our treat is going to be donuts all the way. That is my favorite treat to have once a week after church, donuts. But if you're eating sugar bowl sugar, like white sugar, and putting it on your cereal, stop. Don't do it. It's like literal razor blades in your blood vessels. I am not kidding you. There is medical and scientific proof of this. Do not do that to yourself. Also, I just learned today that if you have too much sugar in your body, which causes a raise in your insulin level, insulin binds to proteins and produces cytokines. Do you guys think that word sounds kind of familiar to you, maybe? There was a certain little virus, which we won't name because I don't need my channel ripped down. And the one thing they talked about was a cytokine flood. Do you remember that when they were saying that? Anyway, when you eat too much sugar and you are raising your insulin levels, and I'm talking to you type 1 and type 2 diabetics especially, but anybody else that is a sugar addict, your insulin level that you're raising is joining with proteins and producing cytokines. They are linking this now to Alzheimer's disease and other physical health issues. So sugar, bad, 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 bad. Do not eat this stuff if you absolutely can help it. Like I said, a treat once in a while, I'm sure that's fine. Maybe a once a week donut like me, once a week piece of cake, even maybe once a day a little tiny piece of cake, but not a bunch of sugar. Bad plan. You know, guard your health. You only have one life. Whether you believe you have one life on this earth and then you live again, or you don't, either way, as far as the earth goes, you only have one life down here. So protect that life. And not only that, not only just, oh, don't do this or you're going to die. It's not what I'm saying. Don't do it because you don't want to suffer while you are alive. That's the point. Don't you want to live your best life? And I don't just mean like live your best life, be successful, make lots of money, get a good job, get a career. No, I'm talking about feeling good in your own body. Do what is best to feel good in your own body. That's what I'm doing. That's why I'm not going to log and track everything. I'm just going to be sensible and eat right, period. I know now from all the logging I have done and all the tracking I've done, what fuels my body and what makes me feel like garbage. I know that if I eat a whole bunch of wheat and stuff like that, that it's going to make me sick. I've been eating a lot of ancient grain type bread. Not a lot, but when I have sandwiches, I have ancient grain, and I think it's a lot healthier than just like plain white bread, the soft loaf of white bread, or even the soft loaf of white wheat bread. So just start doing things that are healthier, especially if you're an older person. I'm 56 years old, and I plan on living past 100, like I tell y'all all the time. And I just heard from somebody, was it last night? Yes, unprocessed foods, exactly. Eat close to nature. So if it's a fruit, a vegetable grows in the ground, yes, eat that. Oh, by the way, I'm pretty sure those are pumpkins out there. I found another one. It's huge. I thought that little green one was big. This thing is like this, and it's got the little ribs in it, like the pumpkins have the bumps. Almost positive I got pumpkins growing back there. I'm pretty excited. And I'm not a Halloween person, you know that. But I do love me some pumpkin pie, and I love the harvest season. Love it. All the fruits, the veggies, the colors. I'm all about fall. I love earthy tones. So, yeah, I'm excited. It's coming our way, and I'll probably have some nice pumpkins to show y'all online. If I can lift them. That thing's huge already. I'm telling you. It's big. It's big. So, and it's got like those little bumps. So I'm pretty sure it's a pumpkin. I haven't seen that on anything else other than maybe acorn squash, but this is longer. And the pumpkins I've seen online they start out long, and then I guess they round out as they grow or something. I'm not sure, but I'm almost positive that's pumpkins growing back there, because that's the seeds I threw back there. I don't remember throwing squash seeds back there, but I guess I could have. That looks like a pumpkin patch, like Cinderella's pumpkin patch, with those big leaves and those big thick vines. Those vines are like this. I should go pick one and show y'all this vine and leaf that I'm talking about. I should really. It's not too dark out. Maybe I'll run out there and do that in a minute. Anyway, but yeah, there are more pumpkins out there. I just need to kind of dig around the leaves. They're laying on the ground, because that's what pumpkins do. They're heavy. They can't grow up on the vine. They sit on the ground, and then when they're ripe, I guess you pick them and chop the thing off at the stem and have yourself pumpkins. Maybe I'll sell some pumpkins. Who knows? If I got that many of them, I might. So get me a little bit of spending money. Go get those clothes at Target. By that time, it'll be winter, and I won't want summer clothes. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty cool. I guess I'm just really talkative today. What's today's date? Oh, yeah. Hypomanic. That's why. It's the 15th. It's that time. I'm jabberjaw again. Well, maybe now y'all can see the difference between those first earlier videos I did in the month and now blah, 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 blah right now. Yeah, that's the difference. Welcome to my crazy world. It's a fun world, though. Anyway, last night we had a pretty good time. I have to honestly say, again, I don't agree exactly with what this church teaches, but I really like the people. They are some of the kindest people. Let's just say the contrast between some people on the internet versus off the internet at the church and in these Bible studies is like night and day, literally. These people, when you go to church, at this church, they are smiling. They are greeting you. They're asking how your week was. They don't even know me. And I told Matthew one day, I probably said this the other night, but so forgive me for being redundant if I already said this. I said, I'll bet you I can walk up to those two random strangers and just say, hey, guys, my name's Laura. How are you doing? And they'll just be like, oh, hey, how are you? As I'm going to go prove it. Matthew thought I was cuckoo, but he knows I am cuckoo. So I hopped down off of we were sitting on these tall chairs. And I walked up to him and I said, hey, guys, you don't know me, but my name's Laura. And they're like, hey, I'm Dan, or I'm Fred, or whatever their names were. Shook my hand with a big smile. Yep, proved my point. Anybody you walk up to in that church, I swear, will just greet you like that. I have never been in a church like that. And y'all know me. I'm a church hopper. I've been to many, many churches. Even people, churches of my belief system do not greet people like that. There's just not that friendly, genuine kindness. And it's genuine. You can tell it's not put on. It's not, everybody put on your happy face. You're a greeter now. No, I'm not even talking about the greeters. I'm talking about the people in general in this church are phenomenal. And they are the same way everywhere. any group you join, any part of ministry you're in, they're all like that. Like last night we went to small group. There was a guy that literally came backtracked from his small group, drove all the way here and drove us all the way out to his small group. And then my new friend and her husband drove us back home. So, of course, going to the small group, it was in somebody's house. That house was gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Windows, big windows, big island in the middle of the floor, brand new flooring. Oh my gosh. Beautiful house. Absolutely gorgeous. And beautiful furniture. The kind of house you're afraid to move your arm the wrong way, you might spill something on the carpet. Literally, I didn't even bring my food into the living room. I know there were coasters on the table for drinks. There's no way I would have put a drink on that table, even on a coaster. So kind of reminded me of my mom and how her house is very just beautiful. The kind of house maybe I'll have someday. That'd be nice. Although I don't want it so perfect that you're afraid to have anybody touch anything. I don't want it that perfect. But just nice, nice. My house will be that way soon. We're working on it. Matthew just carted a table outside. This house will be nice when I'm done. The rooms will be very nice. Everything's gonna be, looking good and spiffy and pretty, and I'm gonna like it a lot, I think. But it's a process, and we're taking our time, and we're thinking if we don't use something, we're carting it out, that sort of thing. Anyhow, so yeah, the people were super nice. We had a nice Bible study. We basically went over what hey, main girl, what Pastor taught. I don't know why your message was hidden. How are you doing? We went over what Pastor taught, and then we talked about how we got saved, our salvation story. And my new friend said that she was excited to see me, and she was so happy because we were in the women's group together. And then when we did our online text thing, her name popped up, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's her. She was so excited. What's up, honey?
I took the trash out and there's something in my shoe. It was pressing right on where I got cut.
Ouch. You're going to take your shoe off and check?
I did.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
It didn't cut it open again?
No.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes. I put a couple of baked potatoes in the microwave for me. How long? I put them on for 8 minutes. Will that be enough?
2 potatoes?
3.
Did you put them on the potato thing?
No. I didn't know where it was, and I didn't want to.
Check them after they're out. Poke them with a fork. If the fork sinks in, they're done.
Or are you digging in the living kitchen?
Okay.
And there's still glass in the floor.
Yeah, I know. Get some shoes on. Some hard soles. Or your slippers. Get some slippers on. They have hard soles. Matthew got glass in his foot yesterday. Our lovely cat Bobo decided to jump up on the dish strainer and just knock everything over, including plates, big thick plates, and there was big thick pieces of glass on the floor. And poor Matthew stepped on it, which we got to watch because he's diabetic and that could cause major problems. So we made sure we put some antiseptic on it and then some Band-Aids. And yeah, he's okay as far as that goes, but he's in pain. But he's a trooper. He's still moving stuff around and stuff. And yeah, but he was resting most of the day today because he's not feeling good. And yeah, we're just watching it, making sure everything's good. It's scary. Scary living with a diabetic. Scary being diabetic, I'm sure, because every little thing you do affects you. I think I'm going to name this stream the Hyper Stream or something when I rename it, if I decide to, because I'm very hyper right now. I can tell. But like most people that are slightly bipolar, I don't mind it. I like this side of me. I like the outgoing, bold, adventurous, bouncy side of me rather than the mellow, bleh. Sometimes I say I like the mellow side of me. It just depends. But right now I'm enjoying this side of me where I actually have something to say and I'm not sitting here going, hey, don't anybody say anything. Yeah, I don't like being like that. Anyhow, what else? So yeah, my friend, I could tell you her first name, I think, Lisa. Her name is Lisa. And because you'll never meet her, probably, you won't know who she is. She is super bubbly and friendly and nice and sweet. She's got a lot of anxiety, but she's the sweetest person in the world. And she's a hugger, which I love. So she comes in, oh, hi, how are you? It's so good to see you. And she's so excited. And it's nice. It's nice to be wanted and needed by a friend, you know? And it's nice to be able to give that back to a friend and say, hey, I missed you too. It's so cool that we're in the same groups together. And yeah, I needed this. I did, y'all. I needed to get away from the drama on YouTube and get into real life where there is very little drama. In fact, any drama is just, hey, I'm going through this. Can you pray for me? That's about the extent of the drama. There's not gossip. There's not slander. There's not doxing or ridicule or I don't know. Just there's none of that with these people that I'm in fellowship with. We're just kind to each other. We enjoy each other's company. We share each other's lives. We share food together. We share fellowship together. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted for my channel. That's what my channel started out being. Was just a place to come and be with people that cared about you, where we cared about each other, where we were interested in finding out how people were doing. And it's gravitated away from that into some kind of, I don't know what, but I feel like I'm kind of starting to gravitate back to what it was, and that's good because that's what I want. Took a while to get here to the point where we're starting to pick up and be what we were before. And I'm glad to have you all here for that part of this, you know, the coming back, so to speak, the homecoming, the homecoming channel. Yeah, the Waltons homecoming. Good night, John Boy. Good night, Jim Bob. Good night, Mary Ellen. Yeah, that'll be us. Except those won't be our names. Boring topic. Boring topic. Okay. You know what, Maritza? I'll give you one more chance to be kind in here. If you can't, I can definitely head you on out easily. I mean, you can still stay in. You just won't be able to text. Because as you can see, everybody that's here seems to be pretty happy being here. So if you find it boring, not really sure why, you would want to be here. Simple. I don't need a topic. I can jump all over the place because, well, it's my channel. And that's what I do. Most people that have known me for a while know that's what I do. And they like me for that because they like my genuineness. And that's what I'm being, is genuine. Okay. Anywho, we'll see how that all unrolls as it goes on. And actually, I don't think I'm being very boring today. There's a lot that happened today that I've shared about. And I found it pretty interesting. Anyway, I don't find the church that I go to very boring at all. People are super nice, like I said. And I have a new friend, and I'm happy about it. And yeah. So, from here, yeah, Kimberly Mack. What's up? What's up, Kimberly? You said hey to me once, so I'm assuming you're saying hey because you're trying to say something to me. And I'm waiting to hear what you have to say. I think your potatoes beep, Tony. Feel free to speak. Speak. By the way, I got to ask you guys something. So yesterday, I was petting Bobo. Exactly. Yesterday, I was petting the Bobo, and there was like a flat teardrop-shaped thing sticking out of his neck. Okay? So I had Matthew lay him down and pet him. I got the tweezers, and I pulled the thing out. It was just a flat thing. There was nothing on it. It wasn't like a tick that you'd see like little crawly legs on. I don't know what it was. He's got a little bump there, but it's nothing like too bad. Does anybody know what that could have been? I have no idea. Besides, I thought like ticks, usually by the time I find them, they're poofy, and then I pull them out. But this one was not poofy. It was flat, like a pancake. That's the first one I've seen in like forever, because we treat them with flea and tick stuff. But even flea and tick stuff usually doesn't kill every flea and tick that ever gets on your cat or dog. It keeps them away, but there's always a chance that one decides to take a ride, and there's not much you can do about it other than keep treating them and try to keep them indoors as much as possible, which I have been with little Bobo. He's pretty happy and content being indoors most of the time. But he's doing okay. I don't see any, adverse effects from it or anything. I told our friend Erin that I had put peroxide on his skin, and she said, yeah, I don't have it anymore, I was thinking that I should have saved it and stuck it in something and then took a picture of it. That didn't cross my mind when I pulled it off. I was just glad to get it off of him. My friend said, no, don't use peroxide because it can kill the good bacteria and the bad bacteria, and I don't want to hurt him, so yeah. Oh well. Anyway. So, other than that, I talked to my daughter Amber and I talked to a friend, and that is pretty much my day. It was a full day, busy day. Hi, Country Shades. Long time no see. Yeah, listen, go for it. So now you guys talk to me. Tell me what's happening in your world. What's going on? And Kimberly, I think it was you that said you had a video earlier that you put up. You wanted me to watch it. Let's see. Who was it that said you had a video? Yeah, your main girl. Okay. Yeah, main girl. I'll take a look at your video for sure. I will. Oh, a long work trip. Yeah, I know. That was quite a trip. At least a few days that I remember. No trips for me anytime soon, although my ex's wedding's coming up in October, so I'll be going there. I've got a therapy appointment next week. And what else is happening that we're going? I got that ministry thing this weekend, I think, on Saturday. Or is that next weekend? Okay, so I'm going to a ministry conference on Saturday morning. It'll be good to see my friends again. It's at the old church. Well, the church I was going to before this one. And I visited my sister-in-law last night. That was fun. She gave me the most yummy tuna wraps that I've had in a long, long time. Oh, I can't even imagine LB trying to travel sick. That would be awful. Anyway, so Alice gave me, they were spinach wraps, Mission spinach wraps, which I think I'm going to buy myself some soon. Tuna spread with olive oil, mayonnaise, and chopped up onion. I think she put celery in it too. I'm not sure. She put sweet pickles in it, and it was actually really good with the sweet pickles. I never thought of putting sweet pickles in tuna fish spread. Oh, that's not good, LB. Make sure you get it looked at if it keeps up, because you might need an antibiotic or something again. But she was like, she made me 2 of them. First she made me 1 and I gobbled it down. She's like, do you want another one? I'm like, yeah. Those were good. So I think that's going to be my new go-to food. Oh, you like the dill pickles. Okay. I like either of them. I love pickles. I love olives. I love all kinds of weird stuff that most people do not like. Not too weird, though. I don't like head cheese, pig's feet, or anything weird like that. No, nothing like that. Anyway.
This is cheese sauce, right?
Yeah, funny.
It's cheese sauce. The lid I can stick in the microwave, right?
I think so. I don't know. I've never done it.
It's glass, so it's okay.
It should be okay. Unless it cracks because it's from cold to hot.
I don't know, maybe.
Hope it doesn't splatter glass all over my microwave. I think you can heat those though, but we'll find out. Glass is weird like that. Some of them you can only heat to a certain temperature and then they crack. So here's hoping not. Yes, the only pickles I like, LB, are Vlasic pickles. I'm not saying I won't eat other pickles, but Vlasic, those are the ones. When you pull them like this, they snap and you can hear them snap and you know they're fresh and crunchy. Delicious. But yeah, that was a good meal. And then she gave me some other stuff, which I haven't even looked at. What on earth did she give me? She gave me that cherry stuff, right? The cherry topping. And then she gave me some other things that I don't even know where it went. Did I ever unwrap it and take it out of the bag? I don't see a bag here, so I must have. Weird. I don't know. I set it up on my desk and then never looked at it. Oh, my desk is in the living room, by the way, now, guys. Ladies. So that gives me a nice little space I can sit and not barricade me in a room with the door shut. The cats can wander around here and I can kind of see everything going on. Lovely view of my little tiny kitchen and my living room. Yeah, we need to paint the kitchen though soon. I can't stand that color anymore. It's time. No, we're not going to do it pink. We're going to do it something else. I don't know what. I was thinking maybe I don't know, either a earthy tone or light green, or I don't know. I hate deciding on paint colors. I never can decide what looks right on walls. Pink was really the only thing that jumped out at me when we were looking at colors. It's like, oh, that's going to be pretty. But other colors just, they don't appeal to me. Anywho. I don't know, LB. That's what I was saying. I don't know what color I'll paint it. I have no idea. We were going to do it watermelon colors, but then we found out that watermelon raises blood sugar. So we didn't want to encourage ourselves to eat too much watermelon. I don't know. I almost want to go with like a fall motif for it. Like maybe a light brown or something, and then paint leaves on the cupboards. Repaint the cupboards a tan color or something with the colored leaves on the outside. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I like to stencil. I might get up there and stencil the cupboards. I don't want to do too much stenciling up towards the top of the ceiling because this place is so small. I don't want to feel crowded in, closed in like that. So. Anyway. That's an idea. I might. I think Sweet Wheat was this. No, Gravy K was the one that told me to paint the cupboards gray. And I've loved them, but I like change. You know me, I get tired of things after a while. So I think I might redo them. What, honey?
I used the cheese sauce and I put my pizza seasoning on.
Is it good?
It should be interesting.
Oh, you haven't eaten it yet?
Yeah, I'm going to take my sugar before I eat it.
That's a good idea because let's see if it affects sugar. If it doesn't, then I'm all about the potatoes.
Or at least it doesn't do it that much. I can see it
right. Yeah, paint my base cabinets. Paint them. Make them hurt. The base cabinets. I'm sorry, Kimberly. You didn't need to retract it, but I understand if you didn't want to leave it there. I saw it. Condolences. Kimberly, haven't you been the one that's been going through all kinds of stuff? Was that you? Was that you that lost the daughter too and they were trying to figure out what happened? I hope that was not you, because you've been through so much. Yeah, I was thinking that kind of LB, maybe, yeah. Maybe you could find me a picture if you could, LB, and send it to me so I can kind of have an idea of how to go about it. Ugh. Kimberly, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you lost your precious son. That's awful. Oh, okay. It wasn't you that lost a daughter, too. Okay. So sad for you, Kimberly. Definitely not too hyper to be sad and feel compassion towards somebody that's hurting, for sure. Awful. My condolences, girl. If you need to talk, you know where to find me. Yeah, there's some stuff going down in my family too that's kind of hard to deal with. So, a lot of stress coming our way, one way or the other. My vehicle, it turns out, was never fixed, at least not properly by the guy that was fixing it. I'm not talking about recently, I'm talking about the guy we had fixing it. And the person that is fixing it said that they think that when we were paying the guy, he was possibly sinking the money into other vehicles and not really fixing ours, just kind of pretending to fix ours because he didn't do anything. Yeah, we got really messed with, you could say, I guess. Thankfully, the mechanic that's working on it now knows what he's doing, and you might say he's a family friend, I guess. So, still owe lots of money on it, but he's willing to fix it just so I can have the car to get back and forth to work, and we can go to church and hopefully visit my husband's mom eventually. She's not doing too well, so we'd like to visit with her, even if we just met her halfway to visit. That's a sad situation too. Gotta pray for her, and it's sad because she has a smoking addiction, and if she could just stop smoking, she'd be better, and she'd live to take care of her grandkids and stuff with her daughter. And yeah, I know, LB. And so we want her to quit. My mother-in-law, we want her to quit smoking, and she just can't or won't, or I don't know how you want to see that, but it's an addiction that she's had for years. But when somebody tells you all you got to do is just stop, and it's going to reverse everything, it's going to put you back to where you were. You're going to be healthy. You're going to be around for your grandkids. In my logical mind, I think, man, who wouldn't do that? Who would not want to be there for their family? It's not that she doesn't want to. Oh, it's okay, LB. I get it. I understand. It's just we want her to be there too. She loves her grandkids. And she's probably not going to be able to spend much more time with them if she doesn't get her act together with this addiction stuff. Aww. He died 12/25/2000. Wait a minute. Huh? Oh. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. 12 is December, right? 2021, you mean? Oh, 2002. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I read that wrong. 2002. Oh, I see. Today, yeah. Aw. Oh, Kimberly, I'm sorry. This is a hard day for you, girl. Hugs. I wish I could hug you in person, but hugs. Hopefully you feel that. I'm so sorry. That's sad. Well, hopefully he is up there playing with my brother Billy. He died when he was very little. Just about, I think he was 11 weeks old or something. It was very sad. I got to hold him. He's a little newborn baby. He couldn't eat. It was all because the doctor was selfish and did not take proper care of my mother when she was pregnant with him because the doctor was on a golf trip and couldn't be bothered. So Billy was born with the cord wrapped around his neck and had brain damage. I mean, he didn't look brain damaged, but he could not eat. He couldn't drink. Hi, Mommy Mars. So I hope your little guy's up there keeping my brother company. I know it's hard to lose people we love. It really is. It hurts. So my heart breaks with yours and goes out to you for sure, Kimberly. I'm sorry. Let me know if there's anything you want to talk about or anything I can do. If you need me to pray with you and stuff, let me know. Northern Girl, hi. Good evening. Good to see you. I apologize to all of you that have channels that I have not been able to be on any channels at all because I literally have been working, going to doctor's appointments, trying to get my house in order, going to groups and such. So I have been a busy beaver, honest to God, I have. And I just haven't had any time to mess with YouTube very much, which has been a blessing for me. I have not missed it. I will tell you that. Where on earth is my workbook? Okay, well, anyway, I have a very thick workbook that I've been working on and a folder full of stuff and memorizing scriptures, so yeah. So I'm a busy beaver these days. Thank you for the 4 thumbs up, 24 people. I appreciate that. Organization feels wonderful, yes. I don't have any energy to organize anything right now. And my job hours have changed a little bit, so I have to be at work at 9 tomorrow instead of the normal 11. So I shall be getting to bed shortly. I got to get up early to get to work at 9. I'm not used to that. Not that it's a big deal. I used to get up at 6. Actually, I still kind of get up at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, come to think of it. I may or may not tonight, being that I don't have to be there till 9, though. I don't know. We'll see. I like having more of a set schedule. So every time I do things, another thing pops up on my little alarm telling me, okay, it's time to do this, it's time to do that. It works well for me. It helps me stay on track and not get distracted. And then if I want to do something in between, that's fine. No big deal. 5:30. Okay, yeah. I think that's kind of when I'm up. 5:30, 6 o'clock usually, around that time. Excuse me. And I have a prebiotic probiotic thing that I ordered. It's coming in the mail tomorrow. And it's supposed to help me lose weight. So pretty excited about that. Don't know if it'll work, but I'm gonna try it. They claim that it's guaranteed, but you know how it is. Everything's guaranteed. Guaranteed to drive us bonkers. No, I'm not doing meal. Well, yeah, meal plans as far as like the one hanging on the wall, we kind of stick to that pretty much. That one right there, that's the chili, meatless patties, tacos, stir fry, casseroles, fish and fries, snacks and samples, snacks and sandwiches. We pretty much do. It gives us a guideline at least to go by. But sometimes I'm not feeling like fish. I'll have pizza instead of fish or something. So, but as far as my planning goes, like I was just talking about, I'll show you what I mean because it's easier to show you than to tell you. Okay, so see, it's probably backwards, but 6 o'clock, 6:15, 7 o'clock, 7:15. I literally, from the moment I wake up, I am doing things. The only time I don't have my alarm going off is when I'm at work. I don't need to know what to do then because I'm there already. Um, so I wake up, drink a glass of water, do my homework. Now tomorrow I won't have to do my homework. I can turn that one off because my homework is done. Did all my homework. By homework I mean my ladies group work in the workbook. Drink water. I don't need that anymore either because the ultrasound is done. I can delete that alarm. Um, turn that off. Turn that off. Actually, I can delete that one too. Take ibuprofen before my procedure. Then my weightlifting is on here. And on Saturday, we're having chaffles and cream. So I even have like little meal things. Breakfast with protein and fat treat. Just stuff to help me along. See, it goes all the way 4:30, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9:30, all the way up to 11 o'clock sleep. And that is what I do. And every time I need to do something different, it pops up on my alarm and I'm good to go. So, yep, it has really helped me out a lot. It helps me stay on task and stay focused. Oh, no, I didn't have surgery, but yes, I have. I do know that ibuprofen can be a blood thinner, and they don't want you taking it before surgery or aspirin or really anything like that, I don't think. You have to ask your doctor. Don't take it from me because, I don't know what kind of surgery you're having or what the protocol is. But doctors will often tell you don't take painkillers before surgery. Um, I also learned today from my little research I was doing why they tell you not to eat anything like so many hours before surgery. No, I'm not having surgery. Nobody that I know of, LB. Um, I had a procedure, not a surgery. It was just a ultrasound, external ultrasound on my belly. Yeah, I'm not sure. You'd have to ask a doctor or something, Mommy Mars. I don't want to steer you wrong in that. Anyhow, the reason why you're not supposed to eat food is because when they put you under for the anesthetic, no, that's okay. Um, when they put you under for the anesthetic, it relaxes your throat, which made a lot of sense to me because as I'm going under, I can't breathe. I start feeling like my throat is closing. Duh, it is. That's why you feel that way. But by the time you feel that way and the throat muscles relax, you're out. I'm going to tell them next time they decide to put me out, I don't want to feel that feeling. So if you can at all help me go out before that happens and I don't have to panic that I'm suffocating to death, please do because I can't deal with that stuff. That scares me. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything they can do to alleviate that or whatever, but it was terrifying. That was when I had it was either my DNC or the colonoscopy, maybe. Yeah, I think it was the colonoscopy. I mean, they put me out for both of them, but the which I don't get. They say that for the DNC they only give you twilight sleep, so you're not really sleeping. But I went out with that twilight sleep. They must have given me an awful lot of twilight because I was seeing stars, literally. pun intended. And then the colonoscopy, what I don't like is they strap your arms down like this in a cross, and they put the IV in your, well, you've already got the IV in it. They put the thing over your mouth, the mask, and then they tell you to breathe. And as you're breathing it in, that's when you start feeling your throat tighten. And yeah, that scares me. Some people, they're out sooner than that, but I could feel it. And I was like, am I supposed to be having trouble breathing? They're like, breathe through your nose, breathe through your nose. Just keep breathing through your nose. And I did. And I was waking up before too long. So, but yeah, now I get why that happens. It literally does start relaxing your throat. And that's why they don't want you to eat, because if your throat can't peristalsis, like you know how the little hairs digest the food, then the food can back right up into your throat and cause you to vomit or cause you to choke on your own food and die. So don't eat food before surgery, y'all, if they tell you not to. Bad plan on that too. No sugar, no food before surgery. I'm becoming the voice of reason tonight, hopefully. And hopefully y'all will listen to me, because I don't want you guys to have problems if I can help you avoid them. So yeah, that's what goes on with that. It's amazing what you learn when you read and research. Now, I know that for a fact. My sister's a plastic surgeon, and she's told me a little bit about anesthesia and stuff like that. So yeah, I know that that's true, that it does start closing your throat up or relaxing it. Not so much closing it up. It relaxes the throat muscles. You don't realize when you're awake, your throat is moving, because you don't see it, you don't feel it. But it's literally like doing that peristaltic action when you're swallowing and stuff. But yeah, when you're relaxed that much in anesthesia, your throat isn't doing anything. Probably why they can put those intubation things down your throat without too much of a problem, because your throat is relaxed. So it probably slips right down there, I'm guessing. Doesn't look like it does when I see it on shows, but I suppose that's how it works. I'm fanning myself because I'm dying here. It is so hot in here. We only have one air conditioner now, and it's in the kitchen. Next year, we are putting another air conditioner back in that window, because there is absolutely no way I'm suffering like this next summer. Not going to happen. Whew. So yeah, the next thing we're doing, we're taking the little refrigerator out to the shed. We're going to have that whole hallway cleared out, which is going to be awesome. Then we're either going to start on the kitchen or the living room and get that all tidied up and figured out. Cat stuff is going to stay, so the cats have a place to climb and stuff. But the other stuff, not my desk, that's staying too. My piano's staying. But we're going to get all the other extra junk out of here because it's so small. I need as little as possible in this room, honestly. It's just too crowded. Ugh. Anyhow. Okay, so what else? What else shall we talk about? I feel like I'm all talked out. I said a lot of stuff right now. I went on and on and on. I didn't know I had that much in me, but yeah, it's later in the month, so of course I'd be chatty Cathy, so to speak. All right, nobody is wanting to talk now. Okie dokie. Well, I guess I'll go. I'm sweating anyway. This sweater is so hot. It's pretty, but I love this sweater. Isn't this pretty? The pretty roses and stuff. I love flowers. Seems like I always gravitate back to the floral stuff, no matter what else I wear. But I do like stripes too. No, it's okay, Albie. I get it. I'm talked out too, so yeah. So I'm gonna just get going and probably start getting ready for bed. It's probably getting a little bit late here. Oh, it's not even 8 o'clock. It's not that late. I'm gonna go check out Main Girl's channel and go see what she posted on there. Or was it Kimberly? Let me see. Hold on. Main Girl, yeah. I'm gonna go check out her channel and see what she posted on there. And you guys have a great day. Thanks for chatting with me and hanging out with me. I appreciate you. I'll let you know as things go on what goes on. Be blessed, everybody. Shalom. Have a good night.